she was getting drift of people fly airplanes into the World Trade Center. She tried 80 times to get that message up the ladder, and she got zero response. But the FBI counterterrorism resources were being spent.
Yeah.
Where did she get the information from?
She arrested somebody, this Zakawi, who had been a part of the plot and dropped out, and he was mentally unstable, and he was spouting some things that raised all these suspicions. But I think, so while that was going on, the FBI was looking at the granola eaters and the Catholic workers. But I think this, I found it when my case surfaced with the grand jury and everything. I was at the same time I was very frightened, but I was also very elated that they were recognizing something that we miss ourselves, is how powerful and how effective we can be. Because I really think on the subconscious, these FBI people weren't just being lazy and weren't just taking the easy job, taking what was handed them on a platter. It was all part of that, but also they recognized that deep down, somebody flying an airplane into a building does not challenge the empire. That's not where change happens. So they'll let that one go. But then they hear these people who are talking about changing the earth through redistribution of goods and through a more just distribution of resources and through peace and love and prayer and through a save the earth organic ideology, that they recognize that that's the danger. And they were putting their resources, in a sense, in the place where it was best used. Not talking about the safety of the American citizens, but talking about the keeping the empire in its cohesive thing. They were doing their job.
Safety of the American citizens, if they were to do a good job of it, would be counterproductive. They need a really explosive instance once in a while to justify their existence, so they can go back to a bigger appropriation.
Back during the Reagan administration, and liberation theology was really blossoming in South and Central America, and you look, Martin Luther King, he was a liberation theologian before there was such a term. Same with Dorothy Day. But the Reagan administration spent a lot of energy crushing the liberation theology movement, and even through the Vatican and concessions they made. That's when the U.S. actually, who could ever believe it, got an ambassador to the Vatican. It's because we need this connection, and the Vatican clamped down on liberation theology. Hans Kung had a statement that directly in relation to the U.S. putting pressure on Russia to let up on Poland during the Solidarity movement. There was a little, give tete-a-tete on that. But they recognize that this is dangerous to the system. This thought of empowering poor, and that the poor are worthwhile in their own, not just as tools for our charity and things to make us, help us get to heaven. And it was realized, and now, I hear that it's still alive, but it isn't like it used to be in South and Central America, the liberation movement. But it is dangerous, and nonviolence is a dangerous fact of running a violent empire. It's very, very dangerous. And it's not easy. You can't beat it down with weapons. You can't beat it down with jail. Look at the School of the America movement. It's amazing. I don't think there's been an act of violence that I've heard of in however long it's gone, about 20 years. And the big push in November, 10, 15, 20,000 people have gone there. Not one act of violence yet. The law enforcement presence down there is so unbelievably overbearing that it's incredible. And you'd say it's a joke, but
Well, that's what's kept us in hijack.
they don't. I know. They